Well, we're back at the Butte Community Ice Rink. We apologize for the blackout. We had a complete computer crash here on our end. It's not much you can do when the DOS screen comes on and says that your program is crashed. But Windows didn't like us, and hopefully we're back up in broadcasting. If we are, you can always send me an email at bigornslive@gmail.com, and we'll make sure that we're getting this going. It's a 4-0 hockey game. Gillette ahead with a 2-minute penalty up on the board for Gillette. So they'll be skating a man down as we start, and the Billings Bulls just now coming onto the ice. Pretty lopsided first period, but the Bulls tightened up there and played a very nice second period. Scoreless by both teams. Don't have statistics right now due to our computer issues and our location here, but we'll try to work on that. Hopefully give you an up-to-date on the scoring. And we're off third period action here, the Billings Bulls and the Gillette Wild. Rizzo takes this in front of his own goalkeeper to the back of the net. Sends it up to Tim on the far boards. Tim looking to get it through, gains the zone, but that's intercepted. Tim doing a good job of getting that puck down to the corner. He's got it now. Circling, they're on the power play. Back to Rizzo to Tim. Tim sends it across for Nasby. Nasby just chipping it down low for Thompson. All these guys out here for the Bulls were on the team last year. Number one line. Rizzo to Nasby here. Almost a turnover and shorthanded. That's Caven. Up to, excuse me, up to Motzinger, and Motzinger just plays it down to his end here. This went all the way down. 1 minute remaining in the penalty as Nasby takes this on the far side, sends this across. This comes to Herman. Herman gives it up. And offsides as Johnson came across a little bit early. Wilsherson was the man coming up. Excuse me, that was Dillinger with the puck, and Johnson a little early there. So Tim to take this for the Bulls. Back over looking for Ullman, not there. Ullman trying to get something going. A turnover, shorthanded. He's still got the puck, working hard, is Johnson. Finally, Tim catches up and gets it. He's taken out of the play. Had his legs cut out from underneath him. Here's Thompson to Tim. Tim back to Thompson in the middle. And again, the defense just breaks this up, and the Wild wisely just send this down the ice, and it's forcing Wackerly to hold it up there for Ullman. Ullman coming up ice for Tim. Tim couldn't quite catch up with that. 4 seconds remaining in the power play, and now it's over. Teams at full strength. Gallus gives that up. Here comes the Wild. Wild on the far side. Not able to get much there. This time it is Castleberry. Castleberry giving chase, trying to keep it in. They do. This is with Nazev. Nazev down low to Castleberry. Castleberry behind the net, circling. Sharp angle, that's wide. Came right at us. Castleberry has it. Just flips one. That's tipped by Vaunt. Excuse me, Peck there. Peck working to keep it in, does. Vaunt takes he's going to get a penalty. Castleberry not able to get that. It's touched up by Wilson, but There's going to be a penalty to the Bulls here, and it's going to be on Vaught, number 17. 2 minutes for tripping here. Happened right in front of us. Not much the referee could do but to call that one out. Well, Joel, I will try to pronounce your son's name correctly here. Cavan, if I'm reading your email correctly, instead of Cavan. So Cavan, I'll try to remember that. Speaking of which, Cavan is sending this back up to the top. Sends one in just wide from the point. Billings trying to get this out. It is kept in at the point there. This time Schulte gets dumped there as he was getting the puck out. He was hit hard by Banks for the Wild. And the Wild are regrouping back in their end. And we're going to have a penalty here, as Motzinger was upended. And Blankenship for the Bulls is heading out. A question from Foster Borman, who's number 11 for the Wild. According to the information I was given, that is Nick Mead, forward out of Thornton, Colorado. There's a shot. Johnson almost had a tip there. Good opportunity. Just flipped up off his skate. This puck hits the referee. Herman behind the net. 5-on-3 here. Another player gets dumped down low. Scoring chance on the stuff. And just wide on the second attempt there. That was Nazev, who had the great opportunity at the side of the net. This coming back out to the point. Patafio sends it across. This is to Motzinger. Motzinger just swinging it around to the center. One-timer. Dillinger couldn't quite catch it all. 5-on-3 hockey. 27 seconds left in one penalty. 1:08 in the other. Back out to the top. Back over to Motzinger, near side. Swings it. Shot. Well, Ackerley with a good save there. Oh, and that one just off Johnson's stick. Good opportunity. Could have been there. Motzinger swinging around, looking to shoot. Back over to the near side. Second chance there. Two chances by Dillinger and not able to get on either one. And still not out is Patafio. Sends this to Dillinger. Dillinger back. Goal! Slap shot by Patafio. And the Wild get on the board. Well, the Bulls kept it out of the net for a long time. But it's tough when you go that long, first on a 5-on-3, and that goal was scored with the one-man advantage, but the first penalty had just ended. So a 5-0 Gillette lead. Beautiful slap shot from the left point there. Robillard trying to come back for the Bulls now. This is taken by Blankenship. Blankenship trying to get it out of the zone. They get it to the neutral zone, but not able to control, and finally back to their end where Robillard comes back. This one's going to be all the way down. It's going to be an icing call here. is a shot blocked out front. Robillard looking to get it out. And Gillette not able to get much left. Robillard's been out there a while. He's been playing good D. Rizzo's going to come back and chase this one. Being checked from behind by Nick Mead. And there's a turnover in the neutral zone. Gillette with Mead just chipping it up into the zone. Rizzo's there. Takes it behind his net. He gets taken out of the play there with a hip check put on by Nazev. Forces a turnover in the neutral zone. Hecht with a shot well high and wide. And here come the Bulls. Tim up on the side. Oh, he gets taken out along the boards. No call there. Back come the Wild. Peck. Little backhander in for the score. Peck will get the assist. The goal will go to Brandon Castleberry. Forward out of Gillette. So Peck just chipped that one up to Wackerly's stick side, and Castleberry was able to backhand it just above the stick as he was sliding over. 6-0. 13:09 remaining in this period. Thank you for everyone who's emailed and contacted us. I do appreciate it. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all if I put the pronunciation on the wrong syllable or the last name or something. Go ahead and let me know, because I don't want to make any mistakes here. Joel, thanks for your email. Billings getting back here. That's Wilson sending it along the boards out. Turnover right in front of the goal. Nice move there, but Stark is going to pick this one up and take it to the neutral zone. Coming up the far side. On the right wing, he's tripped up, and Rose is going to get a penalty here. Penalty to Matt Rose as the winger was heading up the far side. The forward out of Billings, Montana, is heading to the penalty box. So Billings looking to get a power play here. And the faceoff will be down Kruckenberg's glove side. Bing will take this for Billings. Gillette's going to have this. Wilshison sends this up, and it's tipped up and hits the arena ceiling. So we'll do the faceoff again. Billings trying to keep that in, and this one into the netting again. So find out where they're going to put this face-off. It will come next to the goalie on the stick side. Wilshison got that one pinned back in his defensive zone. 3 of the Bulls there, including Blankenship, trying to get it out. And finally, Ronnie gets this up. And here comes shorthanded. A chance here. Dillinger working hard. He's taken out of the play, but recovers now at the side of the net. Shoots. Finally a goal. And this one, I think, is going to be credited to Darren Banks. Dillinger did most of the work, and Banks was there to clean it up. And Dillinger, I tell you what, coming in, picked up shorthanded on that loose puck down the way, took on 2 of the Billings Bulls, and once they got in on Wackerly, there wasn't much chance there. Wackerly's heading off here, and they're going to bring in Kyle Williams, goaltender 6'1", 205 out of North Andover, Massachusetts. Well, Wackerly had a lot of congestion right in front of him. In fact, contact with him. And once that contact was made, there was not much he could do. So Williams in goal now for the Bulls. Rizzo gets it up to Vant. Back to Rizzo. Rizzo coming up the side. He's got a head of steam. Johnson's on him. There's a shot just wide off the stick side. Yalis trying to keep it in. They're not able to. Icing is waved off here. There's still 38 seconds left on the power play for the Bulls. They're not getting much going here. In fact, just let up the shorthanded situation. Robillard up the left side, dumps this in deep. But Billings changing behind the play, and they're going to have to retreat. Now here comes a rush on the far side. Nice centering pass here. That was from Alex King. He took a loose puck. Now Stark up for the Bulls, gains the zone, sent it in there, and is not able to be handled, but the Bulls do continue to hold this. Nasby from the point, sent in, that's blocked down by the defenseman. Tim with a shot just wide. And here come Willis with a nice move and a backhander. All the way down the ice from his defensive position. And put that backhander just wide of the net. Nasby now in his own zone. And a collision there between Bing and Patafio. And Bing got the worst of that one. Blankenship trying to keep this in. It's not able to as puck on the clearing attempt hit the linesman there. Oh, and this is going to be an elbowing call coming up here. As two of the players went at it, and the Dexter Neely was the Bulls player, the forward out of Billings. Let's see what's happening here. Who's going off? The penalty box for the Wild is open, and that looks to be Alex King heading out for them. So we'll have 2 minutes on the board as Alex King gets the penalty in that exchange. It looked like at first Neely threw an elbow and connected, but they may have gotten the slash afterwards by King. Regardless of who started it, it's a power play right now for Billings. Well, we've hoped you've enjoyed this action in this preseason tournament in spite of some of the facility difficulties that we've had. We can't say thank you enough to Butte, Montana and the community ice rink here, the Butte folks at the last minute. Scheduled ice time. They have volunteers out there who are manning the concession stand, helping the facility get open, and I just really appreciate it. I've been down here several times with my son playing hockey for the youth hockey program, and every time we're here, they've been gracious hosts, a great bunch of people. So thank you for the Butte hockey community and the community ice rink, and they've helped us get this tournament on. Back to action here at the point. Rizzo looking for an opening shot. Save there, loose puck in front. And not kept in by Billings this time. But they do chip it back in from the neutral zone, and there hopefully will get a chance here. This comes across, and Billings is going to chase Ullman here. Number 7. Almost gave it up in the neutral zone. Retains control, and no, just avoids really a big hit here. And Ethan Hicks came up to put a hard one on him, and he did step out of the way. Rizzo up the right side. Now to center ice. Gives it to Blankenship. Blankenship looking to turn. Rizzo dumps it back in. Nobody down low there. And Brandon Miller's looking to get it out. They do. It does trickle out. Rizzo's going to come back and get that. Sends this for Blankenship. Nobody home. And this is just sent down the ice. Nasby into the neutral zone. Takes his man out. They're working on the near boards here. Finally, Thompson comes out. Stop Vant tries to get that in. And there's a fan by the defenseman. Vant picks this up, but he's checked off the puck. Picking this up is Yalis. Yalis trying to get it to the point, and it skips over to the point. Wild are able to get it down the ice, and Robillard is coming back to pick this up. Back over for Vant. Vant gives this up at center ice. Short-handed again. And we'll see what the call is. I think it's going to be an offside. .7:54 remaining in the third period. Thank you, Ray Tim, for that note of encouragement. I found out I'm pronouncing Tim right. That's great. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate you sending me that email. Chasing are the Bulls here. It's going to be icing on Gillette. I appreciate all the fans we have here for all the teams. I get to know you a little bit during the season doing the home games in Helena, and I appreciate a little jab and humor every now and then. I hope I got Christopher right. I tell you, Christopher's been playing very well today, as he did all last season, so great player. Barzeski gets this out for Gillette. There's a good hit there. Center ice area is Schulte. Put a hit on the Gillette player coming across the neutral zone there. There's a chance by, I believe that's Thompson, that had that backhanded opportunity. A poke check there prevented that from getting on goal, and Billings regrouping here. Schulte sends this one in deep, not able to get much at it. And Tim retreating, sends it up for Thompson. Thompson, sharp angle, looking to pass or shoot. This one's sent in back of the net. Tim with a good check there, knocking his man down. As Thompson goes to the corner and not able to keep it in, Ullman now in the neutral zone. This is a delayed offside. They're wanting to change, so the forward line changing here for Billings. Gibson on. Couldn't quite stop this. This is going to be an icing call on Gillette. Linesman Manning picking up the puck. It's going to send it on down. 6:16 remaining. 7-0 is the score. Here comes Gillette with the breakaway up the middle. Oh, backhander just wide by, that was by the King. And there's going to be a penalty here coming on Billings. Happened right in front of me. I think it's coming on either Nasby or Vant. It's going to be a high stick here. And it is on Vant. So Alex King, with the head of steam, started this whole confusion as he was racing up the near side here, and Billings desperate to stop him, went in hard into the corner, and Vant got his stick up. So power play for Gillette. Robillard. Robillard's seen a lot of defensive work today for the Bulls. Going to have tired legs after this one. And this is going to be an icing call on the power play as they were trying to get it up to Castleberry, who was on the near boards, and missed him altogether. So Face off deep in the zone. Gillette controlling. Coming out of the near boards. Trying to get to the center. They do. Just onside. And a good job. Robillard's going to be able to get this one out. Quick change here by a couple of the Billings players. At the point. Circling. There's a shot off the pipe. Lillard with that shot, and it rang the top crossbar and ricocheted up to the ceiling. The goaltender's best friend when you don't see it. That's the pipe. Tim on this one. Off the loose puck in front, and now a scramble. Several players racing in there. Dillinger's there. Tim is there. Wilson's there. They're just going to continue play here. This will be Tim against Johnson on the faceoff. There's a little backhander off the draw. And no harm. And Zach Wilson trying to get it out. Stopped at the point. Here comes Gillette. There's a hard hit across the way as Stark and Johnson were going at it. He got both benches excited. There's a chance. Slid wide. We have 48 seconds remaining in the power play. This is back to the point. Now coming down for Hicks. Hicks with a shot that's saved. Loose puck. Sent back out. Here's another opportunity. And this time, Williams is up for the task as he faced a couple difficult opportunities there. Twice now the puck's been loose in the crease where Williams hasn't been able to see it, and it just kind of stayed there for a brief second with nobody on it. Tim now on this draw for Billings. It's tied up in the zone. Everybody whacking at it, coming across. There's a hard shot at an angle from the far side. And that's stopped out front. Gillette working the puck well here. Varsovsky gets dumped there. This coming back out to the near point. Lillard not able to get that out, and finally Stark goes to send this out. It almost hits Jones, the linesman. In fact, whistles by his head out of play. 3:49 remaining. The penalty's over. 7-0 Gillette lead. Robillard takes this behind his net. He's going to get it back from Thompson. Trying to work it out. But Gillette just skating very hard right now. They haven't sat back on this lead, guys that really want to make an impression for this team. Rizzo taking it behind his net. He's being chased there by a player without a stick, and that is Castleberry, who lost his stick. It's laying behind the goal back here, and he didn't give up. He just continued after, and now there's a scrum on that side, and the linesmen are coming in to break this up. We'll see the two players on the ice here. I can't tell. It's right in front of the penalty boxes. Well, Vant is the Billings player. And for the Wild, it's Nick Mead. Both of them involved in the scrum. I think I see Mead in the box. Vant is not in the box, so I think they're going to give this penalty to Mead. 2 minutes. Not sure what the call was. I'm not over on the same side as the score table, so But a power play for Billings coming up with 3:11 remaining in the contest, 7-0 deficit. Back to the point. Rizzo just down deep. Billings able to keep it in. Robillard from the point, just chipping it down, and this one gets chipped out all the way down the ice, and Williams playing this around the side, near side, for his teammate. Here comes Herman up the middle. He's got Stark with him, and he sends one in, and Breckenberg had that for a brief second. It dropped out of his glove, but he covers up, so a face-off coming down at the wild end. Rizzo from the point gets this knocked away, recovers nicely as he was quicker to the puck than the Gillette player. Robillard trying to chip this up, does to Tim. Tim not able to handle that. It's turned over where Rizzo works his man off the puck. Rizzo doing a good job here this time against Connor Hicks to keep from the shorthanded rush coming on. There's a shot on Breckenberg. He steers to the side easily. Rizzo chips that one back in wide. Thompson back there, but can't control it. 45 seconds remaining on the penalty, and the Bulls are having to change on the power play. Turnover right in front. Here's an opportunity, and fanned on that time by Wilson. Boy, he had a good, he was moving in from the blue line and had an opportunity to let one fly, and it just, as it is so easy, as a player, sometimes you just don't connect with the puck, and he didn't that time. Breckenberg on the loose puck just covers up, and he was mad at himself. You could tell that Zach Wilson was not happy with that. Wilson again. This time, it's in there. Oh, and it tipped just wide. Loose in front. Neely back up top. Neely's got this again. This is back to Schulte. Schulte gets it back. He's going to send one back. That is tipped. And I believe it was tipped by the forward Banks out of Athens, Texas. Goes into the netting, so the faceoff will come deep in the zone. 16 seconds remaining in the power play. So Billings a couple good opportunities here. Herman to take this for Billings. Crossed up in the zone. And Gillette is now going to get this all the way down the ice. 5 seconds remaining in the penalty. Oh, Herman didn't see that one. Almost right between his legs. And this one, a long shot. Sticked aside there by Kyle Williams. And this goes into the netting, so the faceoff will come right here in front of us. Linesman Manning getting ready to drop this. Herman will take this. He's against Hicks. Hicks wins it back to the point. Easy stop there for Williams. Rizzo trying to get it out. Gets it to the neutral zone. I'm not sure what this whistle is. Oh, and it came back across for an offside. So 1 minute left in the game. Thank you for that email, Foster. Yeah, these teams went at it last year at the end of the year. Appreciate everyone who's given me the messages and the emails. It makes the broadcast even better when I can pass the messages along or get some shouts out to people, or you can tell me how crummy I'm doing. I appreciate that. Here comes Gillette. In the neutral zone, turnover here. Herman, opportunity, but a good poke check there by the defenseman for Gillette. Herman, for a moment, thought he was going to put a move on it, and break away, but Martinez was able to poke that away. Now, one last rush here across the crease, 14 seconds remaining. And, oh, a good hit there. We'll see who that was. Christopher Tim. Sending a message there to one of the Gillette players. And that's going to do it. We appreciate you being on the AWHL network. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast from the Butte Community Ice Arena. Final score, the Wild 7. The Billings Bulls nothing. You've been watching AWHL hockey. We'll be back in about a half an hour for the Helena broadcast. Thank you for watching, and have a great Sunday evening.